All right, we are trying some crazy stuff here, and honestly, let's be real. Kathy and Cheryl started texting me, and since they're in the ocean and asking me questions, I gotta answer them.
Yeah, while
It's
they have service, you better just
yeah.
answer.
Why they got service? I gotta answer. Gotta answer them. She said it's an Icelandic rock that they gave
It
me.
is.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, bingo,
Because I was like
bango.
having a hard time. So we're talking about this rock here that Kathy had given me because I was like having a hard time around the time of Creator Camp, and she's like pulled it out of her purse. She's like, "I think you need this," and I was like, "I collect stones."
Oh my God, I have. You know what's funny? I have. Oh my. Listen. You know how you be having your besties, and then like sometimes you find out shit way later that you didn't know.
Mm. Wow.
Look, I got one more for you. Check this one
Let's see
out.
where we got here. Oh, mine are all outside. This one.
This one is
What are those?
these are river rocks. This one is
Mm-hmm.
from Hokkaido. This one is from Cancun, and this one is actually a piece of quartz. And then my friend just filed it down into
Uh huh.
the
Oh,
little
heart.
heart
That's
shape.
pretty.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
You can
so
use it as a gua sha.
exactly what I use it for. That's what I keep it here for. I keep it here so when my arthritis in
Yeah.
my hand starts tripping, I can just,
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
You
that
know about the
crazy?
massage tools? But
Dude.
here's another one I have. Like this one's like really weird looking.
Oh, Mary
I
Lou
forget what
is
this one's
over here
called.
getting her rocks out.
We're doing rock collection, and then
Yeah.
this is a stress rock, right? Like it's like made so you can like hold it and like,
Yeah, you can kind of like, yeah. I use mine to
yeah, like a little
cast
sensory
spells
thing.
on people. I was
Yeah.
like, this is my whoop a bitch rock. Whoop a bitch.
Whoop a bitch in the face.
Okay, gang, we gonna get unstuck while me and Mary Lou is over here clowning. Man, I
Oh,
know.
I still have my notes from last week.
Oh, listen, man. Yeah, last week was super good, and then we had to go rush in and try to get all myriad things finished. I had, things to get did. But listen, since last week, girl, girl,
Breakdown,
let,
breakthrough.
let me show you the type of things that I have had been doing. And I'm gonna hope this works. It may or may not work, and if it don't work, it's cool. Let me go to Claudine and see if she works. Oh, she works. Look at that, she works. And let me put her on. Let me put her on command one. Okay, so I went and kicked off the new. I'm building the house for the new community space. Okay, and then Circle had gave me this list of colors that I needed to do in order to have it all set right so that we could what's the word I'm looking for? So that you can have your little theme. Otherwise you gotta use the generic mess that they give you. You know what I mean? And so the
Mm-hmm.
list that they give you is crazy long. And I'm like, nah, fam, I don't wanna sit here and type all of these in. Right? Let me see if this will work. All right. So like on the side here, you can see there's all these little color cheek lays that you got to fill in. And I was like, let me screenshot this same screenshot. And I said, hey, Claudette, I don't feel like typing all of this, but I need you to make it look like, you know, LGL squad. Here's my color palette. But that color palette is not going to exactly work. So I need a light mode version and a dark mode version, but I need to add a little bit of earth tones. You guys will find out later why. And then look, she wrote me this thing, and then boom. So it's gonna look like this here. Oh, I'm snitching on what's about to happen. And it's gonna look like this here. And then I was like, oh
Look,
girl.
he's so proud of this, you
Oh
guys.
girl. So then all I gotta do is come over here and get all my little colors. And then I got my dark mode strategy down here. And then like listen. And so I was like, okay then. And then Claudine was like, well, go to the browser and type all of those in. all 20 of them and fill it out. And I was like, Psh, I pay you $20 a month. You do it. And she
You
was
do
like,
it.
okay. And then this
All
way,
right.
and this way, and then la 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 la, and it just started changing things and changing things. It was changing automatically. And I just sit here watching it, and I have my little purple drink, and I just like, oh, cook, girl, cook. Ooh, I was like, I like bands that make you dance. Bands that make you dance. Like, yo, she was getting it. We just popping bands.
Yes.
Fam. Okay, so I had this conversation with Brian and Noel. Noel's in the chat. What you know about gua sha? See, she been in Hawaii too long.
Hey,
She's starting to know
Noel.
all of the things. She's starting to learn all of the things hanging out here. Anyway, so I had this
You just
conversation
got to be
with
a
them.
girl on the internet to know about gua sha.
This is true. This is true. You know, it's funny to me that it caught on, like, maybe pandemic. Like, I saw a lot of people getting into it. But I guess living in Hawaii, yo, it's just
Yeah, it's
something
just
that
there.
I've known forever because we have a large portion of the Asian folks here. And you got the Chinese side, you got the Korean side, you got the Japanese side, but we also got Thailand, Laotian, Cambodia. Like, we cover the whole diaspora here. And so, yeah, in Hawaii, we have them, but they're known as the Naha stones. So, ooh, I'm gonna tell
All right.
LD Mary Lou is dropping. She's dropping
This
the
is already my
short.
replacement MB7.
Ooh, I'm like LD. You should see the way she treats your microphones.
You know what it is? It's this like Elgato arm that I need to get rid of and put this on a
Oh,
single
did you lose
stand.
the screwdriver? Not the screwdriver. Do you have the wrench?
Yeah, I have that, and like you could tighten it so much, and she still's like,
Oh, that means
I don't
that
feel like
the
it.
inside got stripped.
It's,
Anyway,
yeah, I
um,
think
well,
continue.
maybe I will print you an arm because I got a 3D printer. Anyway, actually, I have a brand. Would you have low profile or up profile?
This is a low profile.
Oh, damn. I got one
Was
brand
yours
new.
high
I got
profile?
one brand new in the box, but it's the other one.
The big.
Yeah,
Yeah, send me a picture of it.
I'll
Yeah.
send you something. Anyway, so yeah, we have this thing called the Naha stones here. So these been around forever, and they kind of probably spread throughout in myriad, short of things. Even Rich said, "Hey man, pick an account, Rich. Damn it." Rich came in as Big Promo Rich, and then he decided to switch back to Big Rich. What up, Rich? Anyway, he said the LPR went south too. That's funny because being in Texas is always south. Dude, I love the Gator arm. We got one in the Ecamm office. It's really good. The GatorWorks arm, which is branded Shure, but they do have a standard GatorWorks one. Um,
That's what I'm thinking about.
so Brandon, I'm about to say his name, but I forgot his name. Brandon Washington,
Be wash.
B Wash, he said that the newer is off the chain. Let me see if I can put up the browser without divulging any internet secrets. Mm. My browser situation is all messed up because I've been rocking Brave a lot lately. Because I always go through browser testing, and Brave has been hella quick and get the work did. Um, and yeah, so let me show you. Newer mic arm that looks like OC White. Matthew, I'm coming at your way in just a second. Okay, the newer MST Mystery Science Theater 002. That's what it is called. The Mystery Science Theater 002. Yo, BY said this joint is like $100, and it for the difference in price between this and them $500 OC whites, he said is worth it. Now I just bought two $500 OC whites for the Ecamm office. He said this thing is gangster. So because it's Amazon and you can scoop it right now on sale for $84. Actually, I went to the newer site instead of the Amazon site. But recently Mary Lou and I have been about if you could buy it from the company and the shipping's not going to kill you, buy it directly from the company. Oh, never mind. Skip that. It's on sale on Amazon for $63.
But it's an extra 50% off on the newer page.
Wait, what?
So it'd be like 40 something.
Are you sure? I just looked at
Look,
it.
there's like a whole coupon. Look, go back, go back.
Oh, there's
Oh, you got
20%.
20% off.
How you get 50?
Mine is 50.
Oh,
Oh,
see, this
I
is
don't
racist.
know.
This is racist. I ain't playing with
It's
you. Never mind.
it's because I'm here and you're way out there.
Could be, could be. Okay, so Matthew want to know, are we getting a Neo? And then we're gonna do a show. Matthew, I'm on the fence about this. I looked at it again today because number one, I have an old smartphone that I could trade in, which is going to basically make it free, legit. If I trade in my old phone, I'm getting like $480 for the phone, and it's $599 for the computer. So it cost me 100 something bucks to get one. But the yellow one is out of stock. I would get the yellow one because it's so bright and easy to see in comparison to all my other computers, which are covered in black film anyway. I guess it kind of doesn't matter because it's going to end up with a D brand skin. So I could pick silver. Doesn't really matter. But it's something about the yellow keyboard and all of that. I don't need one. But it's just one of those things when Apple comes out with new products, a lot of times the first gen, I like to just get one and add it to my collection of Apple first gen products. And considering right now I could get one for all of like $200, I might. But yeah, I really don't need one. Like I just don't.
What are they, just like cute colored Macs?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
The old school.
The new ones. And you know what it is? It's basically, it's like a, freaking, this is why I can't hang out with Noelle. She like treat yourself. She crazy. Yeah, I'm just thinking for traveling, bro, rather than carry around the freaking beast. Because my my MacBook is pretty heavy. It would be lighter, and it will fit because it's smaller. It will fit better into some of the bags. So yeah, I did see Tyler, do what he needed to do for short form video. You're fine. But see, I still got a live stream on the road sometimes, and it will definitely suffer at live streaming unless it's just what me and Lou are doing right now. Might be fine. Going to the browser and other stuff that could, generate problems. Oh, I meant to take these off. um, I'm checking out new sizes for new ring because my other ring don't fit. Got lost so much weight it
Because
don't
you're
fit.
so skinty?
Like Lou, it flies off twice a day. Like I went chasing it down the street the other day, so I needed to wear the kit so I can see my new size. And then I think my new one's coming today. And I almost did something dumb and bought a ceramic. And I was like, dude, listen, you don't need, this is what I'm helping myself with. You don't need to spend an extra $150 just to get ceramic because you ain't trying to impress nobody. The tech is the exact same.
And
just get the plain
for
black
it to be
one.
more fragile.
Yeah, probably be more fair. Let's get the plain ass black one and don't be a nerd and just leave it alone. If you really want to make it ceramic, I could probably powder coat it myself. Like, just stop messing around. Because there again, I am trying to do some big things, and it requires some things that require not buying dumb stuff. Okay. Anyway, so back to what I was trying to say 10 minutes ago. I had Brian Noel on the show, and we were talking about some AI things. And I have a whole video that I'm about to drop, and I was on Benji's show, was having a conversation with Benji and Austin, and I came up with this new saying, and I got to get it out in the street before somebody else steals it. But it's basically AI versus you. And then, Benji and Austin was like, oh, that cooks. And they even clipped it and showed it in one of their clips. And the reason for it is, and this is one of the reasons why I've been having a lot of fun playing around with Clarity Scribe lately, is, one thing, like Rich and I have been playing with all the damn AI apps since they came out. And then, we've basically tried everything. I think same with Jimmy Hicks. Me and Jimmy Hicks are like, oh, this is new, let's play with it. This is new, let's play with it. And that's fine for somebody like us. But then it's really weird. I've been having weird thoughts about, people saying, well, I don't need another tool, or I'm tired of subscriptions, or AI is going to replace us. And I'm like, there's so much unnecessary fear, uncertainty, and doubt around AI. And of course, there is the blanket statements of, well, if you if you don't do it, somebody using AI is going to do it. The AI itself not going to replace you. Somebody using AI is going to replace you. Like, there's all these cliches now, even though it's only like 3 years or so. There's all these cliches about it. And so I wanted to like have a deeper conversation about like legit the AI versus yourself, because I think we're in a very strange dichotomy, and without giving up too much of my video, which I don't care, I'll do it anyway, because half of y'all are going to watch it regardless. Half of y'all won't watch it anyway. So we're in a weird position, and Mary Lou she got to the park first, and then I was like, man, that's my friend. She tripping. This shit's off the chain. And then I'm like, oh, she having a lot of fun in this park. Let me go to the park and just see anyway. So I'm walking to the park, trying not to step in no dog shit. And then I get to the park with Mary Lou, and I'm like, damn, sis is right. And so let me explain that little weird process in my head. About October, about September, Mary Lou is like, maybe August. I'm tired of the people that is just like creating stuff in AI whole cloth and then just running with it and not like putting anything extra into it. And I can smell what the rock is cooking as soon as they do it. Like, I could tell from the beginning of the video or the way to deliver the video or something like that. You said, I'm paraphrasing. You said it better, but you're like, I can just smell it, and I ain't about that life.
What is it? Your script is AI, and we can tell. Your script is AI,
yeah, there we go.
And I can tell. The script is AI, and we can all tell.
Yes,
Please
yes.
come up with your own thoughts.
So that was like summertime, right? Coming out of summertime, right? August, September, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And at first, I'm like, yeah, okay, she tripping, but whatever. But then, literally, like it started to kind of sink in, and I think what happened is, although the tools got better. Come on, son, do you know what time it is? Oh, listen, again, we're gonna do it live. 7 years in a row, from 8:15 until 10:30, I am live with myself and Mary Lou Mando. Everybody, Jill, who doesn't know how to work a clock.
I don't have your personal schedule.
It's not my personal schedule. If you would come to the show.
It sounds personal.
It's in the awareness calendar.
Look, Paul said it's in the awareness. She eating tacos, y'all. It's Taco Tuesday.
Listen, the time changed for the rest of us.
Oh my God, chips and guac. Listen, we trying to do a show. We call you back. Look at, she got her glasses. These glasses is tight, yo. Y'all gotta see Jill's new glasses. Wait, watch. You can just take the clip off. Oh, shut up. Shut up. It's it's magic. Why?
I didn't think you were streaming because I'm having a side chat with Mary Lou during your stream. Oh, called out.
Don't talk to Mary Lou in the middle of the stream. She trying to pay attention.
I do what I want.
Love you, Jill. Bye. Oh my God. Listen, this is why you can't work with friends, bro. They crazy. They all crazy. Rich said Miss Jill on blast. Yo, Jill is hilarious, bro. You guys have no idea. She's seriously one of the funniest people.
So funny.
Today is not the day.
Not the day to mess with me.
Oh my God. Anyway, so Mary Lou was like this, and I was like, okay, sis is tripping. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. And then I was like, well, let me just go to the park anyway in case somebody try to mess with her. I got to be there to fight. And then I get over here, and I'm like, damn, she's right. I hate when she's right, but she's right. And so because the tech got better, I think people thought it would hide better, but it don't. Now, if you get in there and you train your joint right, it works really well. But I think a whole bunch of people ain't put in that level of work. So when you ain't put in that level of work, it shows even more, right? So here's the easiest way I can explain this. He said the AI accent is strong. Here's the easiest way I can explain this. as a driver, you got the people who buy a Porsche or a Beamer because they really enjoy driving and they can actually drive. And they drive that sucker like it's meant to be driven. And then you get the people that buy a Porsche or a Beamer, Ferrari, Lambo, whatever, as a piece of jewelry. And they just be in the way. Because they got this equipment they just don't even know how to use. They're not willing to put in the work. They're not taking it to track days. They're just driving it around flossing. I think AI can be in the same boat. If you're a driver and you know how to get in the hood and like add your little D9 chips, put your Pirelli P0s on there, make it like good to go. You're good to go. But if you just floss it, they be the ones that park crooked, car be dirty, ain't clean. Why you got a car like that ain't clean? Driving less than the speed limit in the fast lane. Like, I feel like it's the same thing. And I'm sure it's the same thing with like the music people. They got a version of that. Cook people got a version of that. They bought all of the odd clad, but they basically dumped cans into the pan. Like, why did you buy a whole kitchen full of all clad just to use shit out of a can? Ain't been to no farmer's market yet. So it's freaking June. My brother needs to find a lens for this event that he got on Thursday. He's like, he gonna come down and look for the lens while I'm live. Listen, Fulio, listen. Yeah, I feel like it's like that. And so I think we're in a different space. And this is why I had Brian and Noel on talking about Clarity Scribe the other day. There are your generic, agentic, make something generative whole cloth tools. And then there's the specialized tools. So can you make spaghetti in a Rachel Ray pot? Yeah. Can you make it in a La Crusade or all clad? Yes. Will the La Crusade and the all clad make it taste better? Actually, yes. Scientifically, yes, but we won't get that far. But in theory, a bad cook. Can you cook, Lou? I see you in the kitchen on your streams. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard not to. But, yeah, see, when you grow up and then mom's is like my mom's, sometimes you got to go in there and cook yourself because you wasn't where you were supposed to be where you were supposed to be. So now you got to cook your own food. Hey, there she goes. There she goes. We getting messages from the middle of the ocean. Hi, Kathy. You had to learn how to take it to the next step. So I think a bad cook can make good spaghetti in a Rachel Ray pot, and a good cook can make good spaghetti in a Rachel Ray pot, and a bad cook can make bad spaghetti in the all clad or a La Crusade or some handmade Japanese Nicoya pots like I got. And I feel the same thing. So when you got a specialized tool that has been trained to do the right things, it can help you. But if you just got a tool because everybody said get a tool, and then you try to do it by yourself and you don't know what you're doing, it loses something, Like all the people in Home Depot trying to paint their own house, you can always tell. And the next time you're in Home Depot and you walk past the paint section, watch the guys who are pro painters. They buy the little wee skinny rollers because they know better. Skinny rollers don't waste paint. People that's painting the house by themselves, they buy the fat, fluffy Home Depot rollers, which are designed to absorb 1/3 of that $40 can of paint and go down the drain. So you can always tell when the pros are in the gate versus the non-pros. I feel like so many commenters saying, and you're wrong, without proving any. Thank you. Like, there you go. This is very much true. Very much true. And then Mary Lou said, there are servings of microwave meals thinking they're getting away with Michelin star quality. That's it. That's even shorter, right? They're using the Gen AI to make microwave meals, but they're turning around and trying to sell it and pawn it off to folks like they sitting up being a Michelin star, and it's not the same. So I think there is a way to make sure that you out your mind if you don't use the tool to make yourself better. You just are. I'm gonna call it whole cloth. You out your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a way to do it without losing all of your originality. So the AI versus you, which I'll get into deeper into my video, is the you. I turned it into an acronym.
Ooh, give it
It's
to us.
yours.
Mm-hmm.
It's original. But most importantly, unapologetically. And I'm going to tell you why I had to go there. Because when you first said it, even though we family, I think, bitch, don't call me out. I use AI when I feel like it. And so then I started feeling like I got to apologize because I want to use Clarity Scribe. Or I got to apologize because I want to use Claude. Because now AI is getting a bad rap. But it's getting a bad rap for the people that drive slow in the fast lane. It's not a bad rap for the healthcare providers that are going through thousands and thousands of test results as a way of trying to find this rare mutated disease or this mutated flu virus. I mean, the reason why they were able to get COVID solved for the most part as fast as they could is because they were using machine learning to get through all the data rapidly. So it's like saying, people say, oh, this type of car is bad for the environment. Yeah, if you bought an 8-passenger Suburban just because you wanted to have a big-ass car. But if your job is to shuttle people from the airport to the hotel, the 8-passenger Suburban is clutch. When we was in Seattle, we had that joint filled to the gate, right? But I wouldn't buy one just for me and Small to drive around Hawaii. That would be stupid. You know what I'm saying? But in the same token, I'm not going to be with Will's like Subaru trying to get all of us and all of our gear in there. Like, we look mad stupid. We be leaned out the window, suitcases in the back of the neck.
You'd be surprised that Subi can hold a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like shocked by it. I was like, oh my goodness, look at all this stuff. So, okay, so did you feel like, did I call you out specifically?
No, it wasn't me, but you can't help it. When everybody be calling everybody else, you do sometimes
so you
go
felt some kind of way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, listen, I know how to use my shit, blah, 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 blah. But then I think about it, though. I get the call out. See, I was on a podcast a minute ago, and Elsie said something that just vibrated the brain cells. Sometimes, Raph, listen, sometimes when the people in the comments say something crazy, the first reaction is to fight, right? But you got to ask yourself, okay, never mind the hatred, never mind the asshole that said it, never mind the naughty way that they said it. Is there any truth in this? Any. Because sometimes you can just dismiss a whole cloth. And sometimes you can say, yeah, I was talking a little bit fast in that one. Or yeah, I did kind of meander and not get straight to the point. Like this show. We went a minute before I got here. Right? So the person, there's an asshole about it, but they're not wrong. Okay, here's an example. I'm going to give you the example, and I want you to take it away like this. Oh, Mary Lou, you got something in your teeth. Ooh, girl, that's nasty. Or, nobody seen it. You didn't call it out crazy. You didn't make an ass out of yourself. Like, you could go to the DM and be like, I just want to let you know that video had an opportunity to be fire, but I gotta say, and it just might be me, it felt a little rushed. If you decide to make it again, here's what I kind of wish you would cover. Or if you make a follow-up, here's what I kind of wish I got out of it. What Rap said, they roll up and they be like, no, you wrong. You got no idea what you're talking about. Or, hey, you're wrong about this. It turns out in 1879, the Mesopotamians were actually over in Madagascar. They were not in Babylon, or whatever the case may be. Like and here's the link. Here's how you can go and check this out. And I myself have been guilty. I myself have been in the chat, be like, it's not Kyoto, it's Kyoto. Like, I can understand. It'd be one thing if you say, I can understand why you want to say Kyoto because the KY looks like key, but it's not. It's Kyo. It's a single word. It's a glottal stop. It's not meant to be individually phonetically pronounced because we put letters on something that doesn't have letters. They come from pictograms. We come from Phoenician letters. So when you read it that way, your brain might want to say Kyoto, but it's Kyoto. It's Tokyo, not Tokyo. Tokyo. Kyo. This is a different way to explain it. But when you come in hot, you stupid ass gaijin, it ain't Kyoto, it's Kyoto. It ain't karaoke. How the fuck you come up with karaoke? It's Kara. That is not carry. That's kara. Right? So I myself have come in hot. Why she smile? I hate when she smiles. What the hell are you smiling for? Why is she messing with me? I'm going off camera. I don't know what she's doing. She's just staring at me like
I'm just waiting for the point. I'm sitting here waiting for you to land the plane.
The plane is landed. The plane is landed. Here we go. There we go. Go ahead.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh my God, I'll remember my settings now. See, you go here breaking stuff. Super good. But yeah, that's it. Like, I think there's a way to maintain your originality but be unapologetic about it. Like, I use this tool because it works, but you still got to respect your ability to keep you in it. I don't know if that's making. I'm trying to make it make sense. This is why we have conversations, because I don't know the answers. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, no, it's a good conversation because I am a big supporter and encourager of AI. I'm very, very like, yes, use it. Yes. But not everybody is trained to read a script. And so when you're reading a script, that's the same script everyone else got served, or it's like the same writer. The same writer is writing the scripts for everyone on the internet, and people don't know how to deliver it or give it their own spin. And it's not like, like William Shakespeare wrote a script, and so that is always the same, right? That is a specific style. We're content creators, so we are hosts. And if you're a host, you gotta put your own stank on it, But they don't. They just read it thinking it's like, ooh, I'm gonna sound so smart, and I'm like, ugh. It's like 3 to 5 seconds. I'm like, bye. Like, come on, you gotta at least change the hook. I don't know, you guys. We gotta do something.
I like that, because then you think about it. Oh my God! Listen, let's pull some strings, Mary Lou.
Yeah.
Without the blatant ones, how many movies can you think of off the top of your head that are exactly Romeo and Juliet, but they ain't Romeo and Juliet? So I mean, you can't use the Aaliyah one because the Aaliyah one is literally called Romeo Must Die.
Yeah.
But how many movies can you think of that are straight up Romeo and Juliet? Because somebody took the script and then they remixed it.
And they put their own stank on it.
Right? But then in the same token, you got the Claire Danes, John Leguizamo version. You got the
Leonardo.
What's his name? Fiennes. Shakespeare in Love. What's his name? Fiennes. Not Robert Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes.
What the heck is it? What the hell
Albert
that boy
Fiennes.
name? What the
Billy
hell that boy
Fiennes?
name is? Romeo Must Die. Come on, chat. Wake up.
Voldemort's brother.
Romeo Must Die. Yeah, Voldemort's brother. Romeo Must. No, that's the wrong one.
No.
Shakespeare in Love.
Joseph Fiennes. Yeah, Romeo Must Die is with Jet Li.
Yes, that's the Aaliyah one. Shakespeare in Love.
Joseph Fiennes. Joseph Fiennes.
Yeah, there we go. Joseph Fiennes. Joseph Fiennes and Gwyneth Paltrow, right? So you got the Shakespeare in Love version, right? You got the Muppet movie version. You got like there's been so many versions of Romeo and Juliet, the real thing remixed, and then there's been all the other movies that have been,
West
basically
Side Story is
yeah,
Romeo and
West Side Story
Juliet.
is 100% that have been the hidden versions of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And and like I like both, right?
So do I.
Like I like the pure version, but like that's a like tried and true storyline. That is like remix. And that's like the same if Chat GPT was like Shakespeare level, maybe we'd be in a different game. Maybe she'll get there. But right now, it's not. It's a little
Oh,
like Albert Shakespeare.
yes. Matt said Robin Hood's same way. Dude, the best Robin Hood because we're men, women in tights.
We're men in short
Yes.
tights.
That is the best one. Oh my God. That is literally the best one. Yeah, same thing. Matt is on point, same thing. And AT brought up the Jet Li version. That's literally one of my favorites, bro. The Jet Li version is so good. And I have never seen West Side Story on Broadway, but I've seen the, versions of it from Broadway, and I've seen the movie version of the Broadway one. I kind of always wanted to see like real deal West Side Story on Broadway. The last Broadway joint I went to was Lion King, and oh my God, so
It
good,
was great.
so freaking good. Oh yeah, Ralph. You said Ralph because of Ralph Fiennes, because she said Ralph Fiennes, and I was reading what Noel
Yeah.
said, and I called Ralph. Ralph is Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
So okay, so before we move on, because she got conjured in the comments, AT had a big win over the weekend. Broke 100 subscribers
Shut
by
up.
Monday.
Shut
So from
up.
like Friday to Monday, huge jump because she's putting in her work.
You
She's putting
better
in
work.
her work.
You better work.
Yes. It's very exciting. It's very
Very
exciting. We're so
exciting.
proud of you.
Very exciting. So now that you've gone through your, what's the word I'm looking for? I think I've done this in life with drinking. It's going to sound stupid. This is how I process info, people. I just process info live on the internet with Mary Lou. That's all. I'll go through a phase where it's like, I ain't drinking no more. And it's not because I'm feeling like alcoholic or something like that. I just don't want to. I don't feel like drinking. And then as I'm away from it, I start to see, and I'm not, this is going to be really weird to say, but anybody can tell you this. I'm not a person that gets teetotal drunk. This is not what I like. The last time I got like super embarrassingly drunk, I was in the presence of my brother, and he took care of me, and I puked on his Lexus. And he would not let me live it down, and it was 20 plus years ago, but June keep bringing up old shit. So I'll bring it up first before he says something in the chat. But that's not, I don't normally drink like that. And that was a setup. I was minding my business doing what I normally do. And one of my friends, Gabe, asshole, he says, oh, here's a shot of Crown. Because that's what I was drinking at the time. What Gabe did was put about this much Crown. The rest of that shot was 151. I hate 151.
Oh, you
Can't
got roofied.
I got roofied. So I smell it because I'm checking. Oh, smells like Crown. And so the bartenders are smart. They put the Crown in it, they swirl it around, they pour it out. Then they put the 151 in, they put the more Crown on top. So you get the smell, it smells only like Crown. And so I take the shot, and I'm all good. I'm doing my thing. I'm having fun. It's my party. Like, I'm DJ set, the whole 9 yards, we going down. Next thing you know, I wake up, June dragging me up the stairs to my house. Hi, bro. I love you. June's like, fucking dick. He's puked all over my car. Huh? But I
Who
did
did
show up
this
to
to you?
I did show up to work
Who
the next
hurt you?
day like a boss. I think that was like my 25th birthday or something. Something. It was a good
Oh
one. It
my
was an important one.
goodness.
So you know it was a long time ago. It was like 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It just happened
It just
last year.
happened. But when you decide to go back, you just go back. And it's not like I need to or I want to. It's not a calling. So after you kind of like went not anti, but like refrained for a little bit, what was the enticement to come back in? Or how did you reframe it? So I want everybody else to see how to heal from press and go.
From like using AI scripts and things like that.
Oh yeah, well just in general, like how you use your tools.
Oh, okay. So with the AI is I'll use it to brainstorm. And then once I get to a point, I bring out this really high tech technology called a pen and paper. And then I work it out. I'll work it out the rest of the way. And then maybe I'll come in and ask a question, but I'm not letting it do all the work. And even I will say, like, there's definitely times where it's come up with good stuff, and I'm like, yes, this is a whole strategy that's gonna save my life. And then I copy it and I put it in my notes or into the planner or whatever. I'm not gonna do it because I didn't like formulate it. It was like served to me, but it didn't integrate into my head. So it doesn't happen. It has to hit the pen and paper for me to actually like get it out there.
Why?
Does this have a USB-C
Why,
connection?
Paul?
I think it's what's the one where you could just lay it down on the thing?
Oh, chi.
Yeah, it's got that.
Rap said paper 1.0 and pencil 2.0.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know,
It's like right now. Okay, go ahead.
no, I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish.
So, like right now, I'm working out the kind of syllabus for my next cohort. And I could go into chat or Claude or Gemini. I'm like, give me what a 12-week course for content creators. And it'll give me something that will be like serviceable. Like it would be fine if we executed on it. But it like I'm doing it, getting it to give me some ideas, and you have to be the creative director of your content. Like that's an employee. That's not your boss. That is somebody who's on the team, but you need to direct the vision in the end. So, like in working on this program, I'm like, okay, these are good ideas, this is good ideas, but like now let me go, and then I go to the paper and then try to map it out how I would teach it, because anybody can type these same things. Like it's not how can I do a 12-week course to help content creators is not groundbreaking. So it's going to come up with stuff based off of what's already out there. And it's not that that stuff is bad, but how do I make it my way? Right? What's the twist that I have? What's the way that I'm going to shake things up in my way? So you have to take the information, but also do some other stuff. But let me tell you, I love it to crunch numbers. I love it to do like the other things that I don't want to do, like technical things. Also, like to do descriptions. I'll take my transcripts, which like I might have an outline, and when I do a video, I'm riffing. That's why like it'll get weird sometimes. But I'll take the transcript in the end. I will give that to AI because it'll give me a description that will talk to the other robots. So it'll get to the people who it's supposed to get to.
Okay, so we're gonna do something. We got like listen, because me and Mary Lou, like look, we like to experiment. All right, we want to experiment.
Yeah, let's
do
do it.
something. Chat, anybody, YouTube. Mary Lou gonna ask first because she can respond quicker. But chat. Let's say you want to. If Mary Lou and I could teach you anything you want right now, what would it be? And I might even take whatever goofy ass answer Rich gonna type because Rich gonna say something crazy because it's just Rich. That's my boy. But if you can learn anything from us, what would it be? Or if you could teach anything, what would it could be? And I'll be able to tell however you formulate the question. And now that while we waiting for them to put some ideas in, we're gonna try something. I want to see. I think I have the reason why I'm bringing this up, and you already know the question, but the reason why I'm bringing this up, I think there's two ways we can handle this. One is what you just said. You say, hey, give me a 12-week course that can help content creators. And I think that's work, and it's actually a decent first pass. However, I think the way I would make it me is a little bit different from what most people would do. And so I'm going to see if I can make that work. This is completely experiment. I have no idea if it works, but I think I can still make it work even though. Okay, so if you could teach anything you wanted to teach or learn anything you wanted to learn, what would it be?
Singing.
You want to learn how to sing. Oh my God, you just reminded me. Fam, I keep putting it off. I keep forgetting. There is a world-class vocal instructor hanging out in Hawaii right now. And she has just came here to kick it. I think she's just doing one of those things. Let me get away from the craziness for a minute. I'm going to go hide in Hawaii. And she came here with nothing, nobody, don't know nobody, and just decided that she was going to go and put out a thing on the internet and just like, okay, Hawaii, I'm here. I'm looking for vocalists. And one of my friends is a singer, sings for the Honolulu Symph, whatever. She said, I'm going to go meet her and hang out with her. And she went to go see her. And I was just like, bruh, this is so cool. Let me tell you what this lady's name is because I freaking love her. She is so good. Let's see. Did I post it? Did I answer her? Sounds like fun. Oh, man, I forgot. Her name, I think her name is Cheryl. Yeah, I don't have it. I think her name is Cheryl, but she is amazing vocal coach. And then my friend Taylor went to go see her, and I was like, I need to find her so that I want to ask her just a creator to creator, like not to learn how to sing or something. Her energy, the way she just came to a place where she knows nobody, and like, I'm gonna just go help people sing. Because Hawaii people love to sing. And so she just came here and just jumped in the mix, like, you know, she been here all along and respecting the culture, the whole 9 yards. And it's a big thing for people to come to Hawaii and not respect the culture and kind of be a-holes. And so I'm going to find this lady and I'm going to make it real. Anyway, I can't, there's no course that's going to help you do that. To be dead solid honest with you, I don't even think it's a thing. And I know people who can type a couple hundred words a minute. I don't think you could do both of those. They're two different parts of your brain. I get the joke, and I accept the joke. I can't type. It's not even funny. But unfortunately, I don't think that one actually works. Go ahead. You're a good typist, right?
I guess if you're saying the same thing.
No, you're a good typist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to type something right now while you talk about something completely different. Because talking as you're typing it out, that's not talking and typing. That's spelling out what you're typing. But like, put your hands on the keyboard right now, and in a blank window, try to type out your address or message to your sister and talk to me about something completely different and tell me if it works. I don't think your brain can do that.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't think it works.
Yeah,
either.
so it's a cute joke, but it ain't that didn't work. No. Somebody got to come up with something. Anyway, what did you say yours was? I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Oh, you said learn to sing. There you go. Piano and singing is different.
I guess like if you're like typing and not looking at the thing, you can do that. Like typing and not looking at the keyboard.
Yeah, typing and not looking at the keyboard is one thing, but
that could be a thing.
Generating an entire thought that's going to come out of your mouth at the same time you're generating a different thought that's going to the keyboard, impossible. The brain is dope. Nobody can do that. So even the people that do it, they stop and they say what they got to say to keep typing. I mean, you take these 150...
Yeah, I can shift really fast, but I can't do it
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, with rap saying is different. Playing the piano and singing is different because the singing is where, even if you're riffing, like you're just making up stuff while you're doing it or talking while you're playing the piano, these are different neural pathways. The other one, you're trying to send down the same pathway. You're trying to do double generation at the same time. Okay, the caffeine is fully initiated. Now we're square. All right. So we're going to do learn to sing, I guess, because all these people watching, ain't nobody got ideas. Y'all be funny, because then later on, I'll get a DM or something like, hey, I want to do X, Y, Z, and then I can't, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So let's go over to what her name is. Okay, this is better. Something that's actually practical. Thank you. No. All right, so we're going to go over here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to turn it into I don't know who you are mode. Okay. So, oh, there you go. What is up, B. Davis? B. Davis. First of all, bruh, thank you for putting me on. Thank you for just coming and hanging out with us. We're talking about how, okay, Mary Lou said something back in the summertime, which kind of I got, but then it caught me off guard because in a sense, I understood what she was saying, but I kind of felt out. And it's the way that people be taking the AI stuff whole cloth and just putting it out there without any not even edit, bro. I mean, they're just taking the whole cloth and putting it out there. And what I'm about to demonstrate is like doing it to the raw AI with no training about you whatsoever. And even if you haven't trained your bot, how you can still get good stuff out of it. But that's not even the same. Yes, it started for a second. They are doing power stuff in the building. Sorry, Paul. And it's still not the same as those who have spent the time to train it or learn how to ask it better questions. So where I'm going to screw this up, Mary Lou, which I might need your help with, I know how to use it too well. So I might ask it too strong a question that's going to get us a better answer than had I just asked it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do this in dummy mode. That's not what I mean. I don't mean.
Okay, so what are you thinking? And then like let's come up with the prompt together.
Okay, so I want to do sort of what Nono said about like, how to be more stream. And so the question was, what if you could, like, say you're going to build a course or something that you wanted to learn, like you would go to AI and you're like, I'm going to teach this course on my software. I'm going to teach some YouTube videos and I'm going to make this whole series about something that my people want to learn. And so just to get examples from the audience, I asked them anything you want to teach or anything you want to learn, like what would it be? And then sort of we got the question, and Noel's question was how to become more confident. That's what it was. All right. Yeah, Paul, it's okay. I realized that after the fact, but my brain don't work like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask Claude, which is also part of the problem. Claude is the best. We're going to ask Claude about how we're going to make let's just do an 8-week course on becoming more confident, which already chaps my nads because you cannot take a course on being more confident no matter what anybody tells you. I'm going to fight.
It's an execution
I'm
situation.
going to fight that one to the end of my soul, bruh. The only way to get more confident is actually do the work. Period, point blank, end of story. No book can tell you this. You can't read a book on how to swim. You got to get wet. Maybe you got some techniques in there. Okay, so I'm going to ask this question, but I guess, how do you think most people ask that question to the bot?
Like they're creating the course, or they just want to know.
Let's go like they're creating the course or creating the content, right? Either way. Let's do it as content because I feel like it's shorter. Yeah.
A series on how to be confident.
Okay, say that again.
Series on how to be confident. Outline a series on how to be confident for YouTube videos.
Okay.
Or something like that.
I got it.
Or I'm doing a series of YouTube videos. Give me an outline for a series about confidence.
Okay. I'm doing a
I just
YouTube
need access to your
series.
desktop so I can type.
She know I can't type, and then she's gonna start talking.
I'm doing a YouTube series.
I got it.
About confidence.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. But I'm saying when you start talking, my thing is going to try to type what you say, because I'm whisper flow because I can't type. I'm doing a YouTube series on how to become more confident. Create an outline of the videos that would go in this series. I'm thinking about 8 videos.
And this like the base level.
That's about as base as what people would put, right?
Yeah.
And then
like I would add personally, right? If I'm doing this, then I'm like, make sure it is scroll stopping, make sure it is actionable,
but see, most people don't even know to ask that
things,
extra
but they're
stuff.
not doing that.
Yeah. So we're gonna make it generic. Okay. So I'm gonna let this run. and see what it comes out with. No, I'm going to remember what you said. Scroll stopping. And what was the other one?
Actionable.
Oh, that's always mine.
Action. Like it has to be actionable.
Scroll stopping, actionable. Oh, no, 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 no. Why are you in my... Oh, see, hold on. I got to stop. You wasted my stuff. See, it already started going into knowing my brand voice in the whole 9 yards, and you ain't supposed to do that.
Even though you were in the
incognito
invisible
mode.
one.
This is going to be hard. Let's create a new chat.
Claude is like in too deep.
Yeah, see, this is the problem is like my stuff is well trained. So like I said, it might be hard for me to do this because my stuff is well trained. Okay. No. I need you to go into temporary mode and just act like you don't know nothing about me. I'm trying to show how to do some things as if the person hasn't trained their bot yet. Can you switch into don't use any memory mode, don't use any of my previous conversations. Treat this as a brand new person. Okay, now, and even then, I got to turn off extended thinking because ain't nobody going to know that neither. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, boom. She almost got me in trouble because she know me. Yo, me and old girl have tons of conversations, so I feel like my stuff is good. All right, now we're getting the one that matches. Oh, maybe it does, Rich. Maybe I just thought it was going to pick up what Mary Lou said because I realized it hadn't done that. And then Lifehack Media TV, you and AI and Mary Lou have changed my life. You guys have given us so many gems. I'm finally monetized. If you're ever back in ATL, let me know. Lunch. Boom, for sure. Let's do it. Listen, I love ATL. I had me and Kathy and Louise and the squad. We had such a good time when we were there. Anyway, so this is like probably
Congrats, Lifehack.
Generic. What the heck is generic? It's about generic as it's going to get though, right? Video 1, what confidence actually is and what it isn't. Clear up the biggest misconceptions. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. Bingo. Personality traits you were born with, so forth, so on, etc. Okay. Number 2, the root of self-doubt. Number 3, your body is talking, start listening, right? Number 4, rewiring the inner critic. Number 5, small wins, big shifts. Number 6, confidence in social situations. Number 7, handling failure without falling apart. And number 8, building a confidence practice for life. These are good. But
yeah, and I have no problem with like outlining like the topics of a series.
Right. But where it gets into
it's
trouble
the word for word
is when we're doing a script.
Regurgitation.
Right?
Yeah.
So which one you want to make a script about?
I don't remember what you said. Number 3.
Number 3. That's why I just wanted you to pull a number out of the sky. Because I knew you would. I knew you would. You want a script or a bullet outline script or a bullet point script?
I'll take a bullet point, but people will do like start with just a script. Because that's what people will ask for. Yeah.
Amazing. Let's script out video number 3. Bingo. And you could tell when it's fitting to be good. See, Claude is better.
She said,
I should have done this in ChatGPT. Because Claude is better.
That's the one that most people go to first.
Claude is better. Yeah. And even the first thing Claude said was, all right, before we do this, pump, how long you want the video to be? So.
Right. It gives you some clarifying questions where chat will just be like, here you go.
Okay. Here's the other thing now. The average person, because I'm a new creator, and I don't know that, right now, longer videos are hitting. Longer videos are working. YouTube is about TV life, so they're going to do 5 to 7, so I'm going to swing 5 to 7. Okay? Warm and conversational, motivational, energetic, educational, research back, a mix of all 3. What you want? So what? So what? So what you want?
Say it again.
Warm and conversational,
Uh-huh.
motivational and energetic, educational, research back, or a mix of all three.
Mix of all three.
All right, listen. Claude
Because this
is
creator doesn't know who they are yet.
dude.
They
Claude
don't
is
know yet.
better. Do you see how much better this is, though? Come on, son.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is hosting? Who is the host presenting
Wow.
as personal coach sharing
See, this is
experience?
an actual helpful friend.
Yes. I should switch to chat for this. Educator
Yeah.
teaching concepts, someone who's struggling with confidence themselves.
Just copy the original prompt and do it again in chat and see, like, it's going to be like in 2 seconds. It's just going to spit out whatever.
All right. Because unfortunately, this is too good.
It's too good.
This
Yeah.
is blowing my example because Claude, hey, I'm telling you, she can't be touched. Claude, she went away for the summer and came back hot. Okay, I got Rich said, go into the browser, begin go, and then go to chat, begin go, chat GPT, log out, not now, log out, bingo, and then try. Oh, actually, Rich said even take it one more step and go incognito. He didn't say it that way. Don't nobody come for Rich. I said that. Rich gonna be like, I did not say incognito. All right, let's try it. Chat. Oh, this is good. All right, so let's try this again. Bingo bango. Okay, here we go. In a YouTube series about how to become more confident, create an outline of the videos that would go in that series. Actually, I'm going to change this to 5. Go. Chat. I can't say what I was going to sing the rest of the lyrics, but it's probably a little risque for this. Yoga mat. Chat. Sorry. All right, anyway. Objective, introduction to confidence. What really matters? Objectives. Set the stage for a series and clarify what true confidence is. Define confidence. Common myths. Why confidence matters in everyday life. A brief overview and a 5-step journey that we'll cover in this series. A personal story or example of someone who's gained confidence. Right?
Right. Now, like, that's what I hear people just saying,
Yeah, I get
without
it.
adding anything extra. And I will say with you, like, with your scripts, because I know you, I know there's like an outline, but also, like, I know when you've gone off on a personal story.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. That's what I want
I
from
use the
everybody. It's like,
outline
use it.
as signs. Not as signs. Like mile markers or anchors. Come back to it. Otherwise I go, hey, squirrel, and then you'll come back to it. Okay, so
But I will say, like, I did, like, I got the demo from Brian and Noel for Clarity Scribe, and it is great. It, like, because you're training it on how you actually talk.
well, you
and,
train it on your
keeping all the
brand voice.
information,
I
and
think
it's,
the thing that they did
yeah.
with this clutch is twofold. You train it on your brand voice. And okay, you know what? Here we go. Bonus question for the people in the downstairs. How many of you have figured out your brand voice?
See, yeah, you don't even know how you're supposed to talk.
And let's take it one step further. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your brand voice score? If you haven't figured out your brand voice, confess. And Lifehack Media, since you came up in here, kicking the door, waving the 4-4, saying, Doc, don't hit me no more. What'd you think about your brand voice, and what score would you give it? Like, now we cooking. Now we are cooking.
Yeah.
I feel like I know my boy Raph pretty well. I think I kind of understand his brand voice. And sometimes people, we get it before the person who's creating. Like, I think we all knew AT's brand voice before she even had it already down. She was finding it in herself. And so, hanging out with your homies and spending time, you start to figure out what it is. I was talking to J Rob the other day, and I was like, yo, listen, I have watched you chrysalis into the new Jill, and then the old Jill was cool. The new Jill was like, bitch, sit down, get out of my way. Let me show you some things. Like she is feisty. And it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool to watch people go through that metamorphosis, right? We're getting to watch AT. She kicked a little cocoon off, little wangs is popping out. She like, fly, butterfly, fly. Now she out here doing things. It's kind of cool to watch people. Paul, big time. Paul ass was in the cocoon so long, I thought it was petrified. He goes, first I was afraid. My cocoon was petrified. But then I cracked this bitch
And
open.
then I got a piano.
Nope. Got Maestro by my side. And then I spent so many nights playing this piano thing. And now I'm over here. Got these joints. And I'm about to learn to sing. Oh, no, not Sorry. Paul is
That
like,
was pretty impressive.
Paul was like, both of y'all shut up.
Clip, clip, clip.
So
that's gonna be your birthday card, Paul.
Yeah, that's gonna be Paul's birthday card. But it's cool, right? When you get to see it, you get to see it. So if once you got, I think their secret sauce is it understands your brand voice, but also the second part of their secret sauce is it's speaking from the psychology of sales and the psychology of movement and the psychology of good copy. And that's just
right.
different,
and this is what,
bro.
And when a lot of people probably don't realize this, like when you get to the point where you're going to hire someone to write for you, like if you hire someone to do social media for your company, they're going to learn your brand voice and then take their expertise in what they know about marketing and then speak as if it's you. Like I'm telling you, I'm sorry, Wendy is now responding to you on Threads. That is not Wendy. She's not doing it. It's someone else. But Wendy's is like my favorite. So it's trained.
You mean
like,
Dave
they're
Thomas
doing the same
Wendy's?
thing.
Red hair, two things?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Like Wendy is not there like, girl.
Oh my God. Do you
better eat a
remember the
burger.
old school Carrot Top comedy special? When he's like, I used to roll up in the car and I would put my hair in the two braids and the person at the drive-thru would be like, yo, she's outside. Oh my God. Yo, before Carrot Top went crazy, that was one of the best routines ever. It's like, oh my God, she's coming to check to see if we're working, people. She's outside. So Carrot Top,
Undercover boss.
I used to drive through the drive-thru with the two Wendy's pigtails. Oh my God. I think
All right, so what's my brand voice from looking on the outside?
Looking on the outside, well, we have two. But no, in the real deal, you are a person who's trying to make sure that women who want to create don't get pushed in the corner, can find their inner strength within inside themselves, and know that they got something to say, but for whatever reason have talked themselves out of saying it or have had somebody else trying to silence their voice. And a lot of people say that they're making space so that people can say what they got to say. But a lot of people's way of making space is for them to take up space and then try to pull people into that space. It's not the same thing. Making space is like, I'm going to bring a big empty room and fill you in it. Not like I'm in a room, I take up 75% of it. I'm going to try to squeeze y'all in the last 25%. And that's a weird analogy, but I can see the picture in my head. I know exactly what it means. If it
Mm-hmm.
didn't make sense, I'm sorry. I might require more weed. But there's a
No, I picked
difference.
it up. It's like a conference, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, there's a
I have a whole
difference.
conference room for you to set up your booths.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm making space for you to come and set your thing up, not for you to come and just repeat my thing. And there's two different ways of doing it. And I see so many people do the former and not the latter. And I think that's part that makes different. But Elsie said it this morning. Something that you're good at and Caleb is good at and Katie is good at is leading from the back. You don't have to be in the front to lead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can
that's solid.
smell what the rock is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's parts of it. The rest of it requires some psychographics and some demographics. And again, if you haven't figured it out or you think you got it, take what you got and give it to your favorite robot, pick Claude, and be like, take this apart, dissect this. Do not give me any sycophantic bullshit. But I need you to ask me deeper questions that I have not thought about to make sure that we are hitting this switches on the next block.
That's also a thing with like when you're talking to the AIs. Like I feel like people are just like, okay, whatever you say. Like you kind of got to push it around a little bit. Like I feel you have to be like also a good leader, a good director, someone who's been able to give notes. You have to be able to have like run a project with team members to utilize it really well. Like you have to think of it that way.
Oh my God. If you don't know how to run a project, you're going to have a hard time getting it to do the, because you ever say, well, just treat it like an employee. But have you managed
It's not
somebody
the
before?
same. Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
if you haven't managed somebody before, then you can't treat
Then
it
you
like
don't
an
know what that
employee
means.
because you don't know what that means. I think too many people ask it too many generic ass questions.
Because they wanted to give you the answer. But I will say, like, to the defense of most people, they are worker bees. So they don't know. Right. And that's where we can, like, you know, we try to teach people some of that kind of stuff.
Got it. But see, it's different if you're a creator because you're trying to get it to help you create. So
But you need to create. You don't let it create for you.
there you go. There you go. So what is one of the underutilized, maybe not underutilized, what's a weird way that you use it that you think possibly maybe other people aren't using it that way?
To validate ideas, like I've taken a like screenshot or copy, like I had like a note, like a running notes app of like ideas. So like I'll like copy that and be like, of this, can you categorize these into themes? Because if these are the ideas that are just coming out of my head randomly, is there a pattern? And then maybe that's what I need to go talk about. Maybe that's what I need to go do. So it's like analyzing, like you said with your stuff, like go deeper, ask me the questions that I'm not asking, like have it analyze you, because there is the benefit of like not everybody has a crew where you can call somebody up and say like, is this okay? You know, like you can have somebody give you a little bit of feedback, but still understanding you have the final say because you still have to protect your vision. You know, it's like, with Doc and I, the way we're talking here, this is how we talk normal. So there's not like we're doing a show, but we're not doing a show. Really, you guys just get to hang out on our like group chat. But folks take the script and think now I can see they're using Chat GPT, and I will call out Chat GPT specifically because there's like a tone that's the Chat GPT tone, and making that the creative director for their content. But if you're a creator, I need you to, you know, put your foot in it a little bit. Like I need you to create because everybody else is using this other script, this other generic outline that's based off of the stuff that's out there. And if that's all that we use, then the AI is going to train more on AI scripts, and it's just never going to be that exciting. It's just boring. It's boring to me. It's just boring.
I got one for you. It's gonna be a little bit weird. There's two ways I can think of. I'm gonna try the first one first, and then we got two killer comments. Are you a like a packaged ramen or cup ramen type person?
Yeah.
What's your
You know,
everybody
when
got
the mood is right,
if you worth your weight in gold, you got a ramen hack. What's your ramen hack?
I will put sesame oil in it, chili flakes, put scallions on top, sometimes boil an egg, sometimes a little garlic. Sometimes I just look at the spice board and I'm like, I don't know, let's see what happens.
Damn, she got most of mine. Said those are most of mine. I sesame oil,
Yeah.
a cracker raw egg,
Sesame oil every
every
time.
time, dude. Crack a raw egg, and then like after the third minute is up, put the
Well,
raw
lemon.
egg in there and swirl it in real quick, and it makes it more creamy and rich. And it trust me, it will cook the egg. Don't worry, you're not gonna
Yeah.
die. Especially because here we can get farm fresh or like Japanese style eggs. Ugh, off the chain.
Mm.
Um, one, yo, I was getting ready. See, no, got my add a little cheese,
Ooh.
if you got Japanese mayo, like a half a little smidge of Japanese mayo, both work. If you don't have either one of those, depending on which ramen it is, I can get smolts, chicken fat. Or pork fat or beef fat. And I have
Mm-hmm.
all of them in the fridge from Home Depot in a little jar. Just take the tiniest little and just give it a little right at the top. Je ne sais quoi. Okay, so the reason why I asked that
Nice.
question because that's what you're looking for when it comes to the AI. You're going to take whatever it is that you got and then you're going to add a little bit of your own hack to it. So this leads into what No said. She said, in my experience, the people who accept AI output from the first round are the same people who give up on the first round and say nothing is working for me. And that's like,
Noel.
people like, oh, I don't
Oh
like
my
top ramen
gosh.
because you ain't learned the tricks, dog. Like, there's some tricks. Like, you get the egg in a little sesame oil, boom. Especially if you get in the evil chicken, the burak, the spicy Korean chicken ramen, crack an egg, little
Mm.
sesame oil, and then kim, the nori seaweed flakes. Damn. And then
Mm-hmm.
Life at Media said, for years, I was throwing things on the wall, hoping something would stick. And then life happened, lost my job, and I started posting about my journey. Being authentic is the cheat code. Yes,
It's the
100%.
cheat code.
It is still the cheat code. So,
So
go ahead.
when I was really analyzing people like talking, like using too much AI scripts, I got to the point where I'm like, it's giving the people who do a group project, don't do any of the work, but will take all the credit for the presentation. You let somebody else do all the work, someone else did all the research, but then presentation day comes up, you're the one in front of the class, and then you're like, yo, I did it. And it's like, you didn't. You didn't. You did not contribute.
I like that. I like that. It's kind of funny because here's the way that I treat it. Now, people say these kind of things, and it's still a little bit different. You know, I'll say, I want to deliver this topic, regardless of what the topic is. And I need guidance and direction. Before you even think about writing a script, I need you to ask me so many questions that we are aligned. Don't ideate anything. Do not start brainstorming. Don't do it. I need to know that we're on the same page. If anywhere during this interview that we're having, you feel like that I don't have a page, I need you to be like, slow down, pimp. What are you talking about? And Claudine, now she knows. She's like, this is a good foundational idea, Doc, but this is going to be too broad. You need to tighten it up. And they'd be like, do you want to tighten it up by yourself or do you want me to guide you? And I was like, bitch, I got this. Here's what I mean. Okay, that's better. Still a little iffy. Can you go tighter or are you ready for me to help you? And then I'm like, okay, bitch. What? And then she'll say something, and I'll be like, see, you thought you had it, but like, I don't mean that, because that opens up the door for this, and this. And you know what she said to me? And I was about to throw her across the room, but then I memorized my MacBook is $4,000. But I was about to throw her. She said, if you do it that way, you think you're inviting the people who you don't want to come to your party. But anybody who doesn't get this is not your people. So bump them. The AI, the Claudine, that bitch didn't say, oh, so forget about them. She didn't say, don't worry about them. She said, no. She said, bump them. I was like, not only did this bitch put me in my place, but she put me in my place using my own vernacular against me.
Your non-standard English?
I was like, this hoe, don't get, hey, I pay for you. And she was like, well, I make you money, bitch. Like, yo, when you train it good and you spend that time and you get it to like, you get it to where it can help you, like legit help you. And then like, I think I have clarity on this, but I want to be sure I have clarity on this. And so something new is coming out. Caleb and I are pushing for Friday. We might not hit Friday. I'm not going to speak on it until it's ready because I've made this mistake before. Right? Hey, I'm matching your spiciness. 100. She got the gochikaru and went crazy with it. But I was like, this is what I'm doing. Here's why I'm doing it. I think it's important. But I will give you guys the initial prompt so you can understand where I'm coming from. Okay? This is conversational mode. I said, paraphrasically, I'm going to move my community from Discord. But one of the things I've been thinking about a lot lately is that my LGO branding, Let's Get Live, does not really fit my community as much anymore. The reason being is although live streaming is making a huge comeback and is still an integral growth strategy, many people feel completely paralyzed by the idea and the vulnerability of live streaming, which may scare many people away. I need something that is more targeted to my core audience, yet open and inviting to those who want to start but don't quite know how. And then she had like 50 questions. And then we went down the questions. And then she gave me some ideas. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of get that angle, but that's ain't it. So, all right, here goes some more questions. And then she started throwing out some Hawaii stuff. And I was like, I live here. I love it here. And I represent the Aloha spirit in everything I do. But I am culturally sensitive. And I don't want to just put Hawaii things in something that isn't full of the Hawaiian diaspora. And she was like, I respect your gangster. It's very important. I'm glad you're not feeling it. And I was like, yeah, leaning into the Hawaii angle at first, it wouldn't be good. Right now. My neighborhood is sensitive. And I respect that. So she gave me a couple more answers. And I was like, okay, I don't like any of them, but here's one of mine. And here's why I think it resonates. So in the answers that she gave me, it helped me get to my own. So I could have just taken any of the 20 that she gave me, but her 20 helped me get to my own. As a matter of fact, I went not only to Claudine, I went to Caleb GPT and Mary Lou Gemini, and they was close. And even between Claudine, Mary Lou, and Caleb, I still needed to get there by myself. But I got there. And I said, hey, girl. She's like, you back? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, you was talking to Mary Lou and Caleb. I go, yeah, I always got to check on my fam. I go, here's what I came up with. And then she went, girl. I was like, uh-huh. She's like, all right, I see what you did. I like what you did. She had the audacity to be like, oh, I should have came up with that. And I go, but you ain't. Let's get work. And then she goes, oh, I like the obvious angles. I like this, and this. And I told her the one thing that I was struggling with is the people that might take it the wrong way. And once I revealed it, this all makes sense. So I'm sorry, I gotta leave you blue balls right now. But that's when she told me anybody who doesn't get it ain't your folks. And I was like, she feeling me. Like I'm saying, so I don't want you. This is where it matters that it's yours. It's still your originality, but you can unapologetically use these tools. And if you don't know how, it's okay.
It's
Just
okay.
ask somebody to help you get there. But please do not take the sycophantic answers and just run with it. Because hashtag Mary Lou was right. That's the end of the conversation. Hashtag Mary Lou was right. So it took me an hour plus to explain it, but I had to go through this process. And now between Clarity Scribe and Claude, it's funny thing about using CS to me too is playing around in there made me even better. And I'm pretty sick with it when it comes to Claude. It made me even better with Claude. Because I was like, no.
Listen, we have a brand Bible now. So with my comments on that, I will say I'm really happy that these tools are empowering people to like share their thing. People who might not have because they didn't know what to say are taking it and they're using it. And I am for that. If that is getting you to get started, amazing. My just encouragement is sure, you could take the exact script it gave you, run it back and be like, actually just give me an outline and then just put your own stank on it. Or every other line, add your own sentence.
Put your
What
stank
is your
on it.
context on it?
Yes.
You have to like continue the conversation and give what's important to you. What's special about it to you, or why do you agree with this or disagree with this? That's all a girl wants. That's all a
So
girl wants.
right now, are you Claude or ChatGPT?
Gemini.
Gemini. I don't know the answer to this because I've been so deep into Claude the last couple of weeks. I guess I can just ask the internet. What is the Gemini version of Claude Skills? What is the Google Gemini version of Claude Skills?
What's Claude Skills?
Girl, boom. It's next freaking level.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I dig that. I dig that.
Dude,
Yeah,
it ain't
I've
giving me
started
the
my account.
answer. No.
It might not have a thing.
Oh, hold on.
In memory.
No, skills is different. This is why. Sorry, the Whisper Flow messed up the beginning of my question. I don't know if Rich is still here. Something I think I
Oh,
need to do with
gems.
Whisper Flow
Gems.
is no gems is different too.
What is
I
that?
think gems is different, fam. Let me see. Let me get spicy with it. Let me create. Oh, I'm not signed in. That's why I'm in the incognito section. See, skills is different, bro, and I know what gems are. Gems is kind of like projects and, some of the other stuff, but skills takes it to a different level. And I'll explain why in a second. And it's very important. And I'm pretty positive Gemini has it. Gemini.ai. And I was messing with Gemini yesterday. Right now, it is one of the fastest models, but they all have a different thing that they're good at. And Claude is good at writing, but the reason why I've been so heavy in Claude is because I have Claude Code, and Claude Cowork is running my Mac. Like yesterday, like I said, I had it filling out the form, and it's building the circle thing for me, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, let me try this again. I've been playing a lot with Claude Skills, and I'm curious, in the Google ecosystem, what is the Gemini version of Claude Skills, if it exists? If not, how would Gems allow me to do something analogous of Claude skills. Bingo. All right, let me hit that. Actually, I'm just curious what it fitting to say. I got something to say. AI to me is like a smart near prodigal. You, a person who is impressive but lacks a certain maturity. I said that a long time ago, June. That's I can tell he's my brother. In character, AI should work for you, not replace you, which means you may need to lead, manage, direct it. June, my thing to it was AI has always been Doogie Howser. It is a really intelligent 13-year-old, but lacks the adult skills or the human skills or the people skills in order to allow it to be as effective. So although it knows all of this medical stuff like left, right, and center, it still needed to know how to like talk to girls or how to like get a driver's license or the basic things. You know what I mean? No matter how smart we was, we still needed pops to teach us some of the man stuff. Like the school could not teach us the man stuff, right? Like going from just buying all kind of crazy shit to pops like, bitch, you need to do your credit thing. I don't need no credit cards. I'll just pay cash. And pops is like, bubble sick ya. Shut your ass. Just do it this way. And then now I walk into the Amex lounge for 6 hours because pops made me stop buying cash and build the credit thing. You know what I mean? So it's the kind of things like that. Thought I was cool because somebody else said, "Oh, I don't want to be a slave to credit cards," and I was about to listen to that, and then pops put a foot in my ass and was like, "We ain't doing that."
Girl.
Like, okay, so Jem said, it's exciting time to be thinking about tinkering the ecosystem, especially since the terminology evolving fast. Given your background, well, I don't care about all of that. Bitch, just answer the question. Gemini version of Claude Skill actually exists in two distinct ways, depending on whether you're looking for the credentials or the computational power. Gemini CLI skills. So if you're thinking about developer side of things, okay, no, we don't want that. But the learning path, if by skills you mean the learning platform, no, bitch, that's not what I'm talking about.
I yell at Gemini a lot saying she talks too much. I straight up tell her, you talk too
Yo,
much.
this is not it. Okay, they're saying using gems. You're going to create a cloud architect mentor, give it the instructions, like to be your Socratic tutor instead of giving it answers. Tell it to see you're mixing up. That's not how this shit works, bro. All right, let me do this a different way. She dumb. I should have just asked the regular internet because Gemini, you tripping, bro. What is the Gemini version of Claude? And I cloud skills. I said Claude skills. That's why you got it wrong. Jesus.
Okay, I'll use Claude.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying you have to because Gemini might have it, and I get where Rich is going with his gems. Oh, he said they call them skills too. But the way that Claude does it, and I'm sure Gemini has it, I really think all of them are the same, except for recently, OpenAI has been a little all over the farm, as they call it. Let me get this. So it's so good, bro. It's so good. Extend Claude with skills. And the best way is like I like to take a research document, right? And I want to simplify this research document. But it's built based off of my own back end, right? Now, here's another one. Here's a prime example. And I have one of these skills already put in. So here's what's known as a loop prompt. It runs a prompt repeatedly on an interval while the system stays open. Claude parses that interval, schedules the next recurring task, and then confirms the cadence. This is used for like, deployments or babysitting a press release or rerunning periodic skills, right? So for example, I can say that this person, and this person are my creators that I want to get a little bit of their stank on me. These are my creators who I want to never sound anything like. And these are my creators who I consider my contemporaries. So twice a week, I want you to poll the interweb, get the transcripts for all of the videos, to be like, these are my people, don't ever be like. And then kick me back a report to let me get the litmus test of what's popping in my industry. Because I ain't got time to watch all of them. Like I wanna, but what we end up doing, we end up watching the people might want to get like. Right? Or we watch the people that's on our coattail that we're competing with and we're not watching the one higher. Okay? So like if I'm spending my time watching the person running next to me, I'm not paying attention to how to get in front. If I'm spending my time making fun of the people behind me, I don't have a way to get in front. I need to watch the next car in front of me so that I can try to catch it. But in a way, there's no way for your brain to catch all of that. So you can have the agent go out and get that for you, come back and give you a report and be like, okay, now take that report and ask me a bunch of questions to make sure that I got it. Like, I want to know that I got it, right? So I need to know what's popping off in the industry. If everybody's making some shit with matcha, if I make something with matcha, is it messing up my brand? Like, is it going to be too on the nose? Are people going to be like, you tripping dog? You don't need to put matcha inside of whiskey. Although that tastes good, by the way. Matcha old fashioned at my boy's bar, off the chain. Anyway.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's really good. So anyway, let me get back to see what it has said. Girl, where'd you go? It said, in the Google ecosystem, the landscape for skills is split between the Gemini app, web and mobile, and the Gemini developer CLI tools. While there isn't a one-on-one Google branded, skills.md, because that's how you make them, you basically make a markdown file and you put in all the things that you think are important to this particular task. And the reason why skills work better is because you can't call certain memories or certain things or certain other conversations inside of another conversation, depending on how they're split across the ecosystem. You also can't train a project one way and then try to use that project in a different project. You can't nest projects. So while I have a brand voice project which stays on point, if I was to go start a brand new PR campaign, I'd have to retrain it on the brand voice in order to get it. But now with Claude Skills, I could be doing my PR campaign and do /brand voice in there, and it knows to grab that info. And then I could do /creators unstuck and /LGL and /never say this shit. I have one of those. I have a Claude. If you say this shit, we will fight. Right? So I have different skills like it knows. So I got marketing skills. I got productivity skills. I got run my Mac for me, like automatically clean up all the screenshots, rename all the untitled files, like go fix it. Untitled, no final, not really, no version 2, no, this one's going to ship. All of those, ain't nobody got time to go through that. Claude fixes them for me every Monday because I got her out here working. So anyway, Google can do web versions called Google Gems. It's like an AI persistent playbook. The analogous setup to mimic a skill MD structure in a gem, you should use markdown headers. There we go. Your persona, the rules, and the knowledge. That's it. So which helps it is if Mary Lou put out this video that was like screw for screw, everything you needed to do, I could take Mary Lou's video, run the transcript, take the transcript and say, add this to the knowledge of the Creator Unstuck skill. Because Mary Lou just hit one, and that way it knows when it's trying to do stuff where it's, invoking Mary Lou's side of the conversation, that it matches her. Whereas in the past, there was no way to do that. But now I can be like, okay, take this and add that knowledge. And so you're building a context. So I have a folder on my computer, which is the Doc Rock context. So here's what I have it doing right now. This is crazy. I have it combing the Notion documents and pulling out anything that it doesn't know about me that it probably should know about me in order to make sure that we are staying on point. I can tell it to go to my channel and every day, so you don't use all your tokens, go grab 10 videos off my channel. I have well over 1,000 videos. So every day for the next 100 days, go get 10 videos off my channel, grab the transcripts, process the transcripts, build a persona automatically. So now it's one thing that it's read everything William Shakespeare ever read, but imagine when it can read everything that you ever produced. Because when it's generating off of what Billy Shakes did, hey, none of your what like through yon window breaks. I wish you would say that shit at McDonald's. You ain't getting your
I wish you would.
You ain't getting your food. You know? So whatever that version is for Gemini, Mary Lou, grab a fucking shovel, sis, and dig into that hole. It changes everything. Everything. Like in a nutshell. It's crazy. And I've been trying to help Paul figure this out because he's Gemini all the way. But I'm like, bruh. Some of the agentic stuff that's happening right now, like Paul has always wanted it to go to the chat and get the questions from other people's videos where it's specifically saying something about this particular thing in this particular model. We are there now, Paul. We are there. And you bring the blueprint to class on Saturday, I'm going to help you figure it out because we are there now. It's crazy. You might have to step up to the $100 a month program, but I know for what you're trying to do, you won't care. And I'm about to take Claude to $100 a month. Because I be burning through them tokens right now, doing just work on my computer. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to run. I got work to do. Lou, I will give you the inside skinny on what I'm working on. You can be like,
I kind of already know a little bit.
And talk to Jill, then I'll call you. Either that or I'll text you when me and Jill are creating. We do, Jill and I co-work like once a week now, sometimes twice a week.
That's nice.
She crazy. She 47 feet crazy. That's my homie, dog. All right, family. I like to thank y'all. You know what we say around here. Hold on. I got to press this button. Why
Noelle just shoot us a message.
Oh, what'd she say?
Noelle says, so how do I become confident?
Oh, girl. All right. I'm going to help you.
She said she's kidding.
Oh, see, she messing with me now. I was like, oh, I'll help you. Here we go.
You have been unstuck with creators Unstuck, Doc Rock, and Mary Lou Mandel.
You know what we say around here? See ya!